The MOU that was signed was between UDA and ODM. What we are calling for is a dialogue of the nation. What we are calling for is a dialogue between generations, between sectors, religious groups, between experts. What are our farmers saying? What are the kids in the slums saying? What are the kids in Turkana saying? What are the teachers saying? By the way, have we ever heard what about the police? Have you ever gone to where the police live? What are their stories? What are the stories of the media council? But what about Dr. Ruto? What is his side of the story? Can we help him? This is a generation of this nation. People everywhere. And that's why my party leader was saying, let it start from the grassroots. So the MOU is between UDA and ODM. We are ODM, but we are also Gen Zs. I want to tell you the truth. I was born in 1997. I might not look Gen Z because this country is so hard on me. But I am Gen Z. Technically, I'm Gen Z. I was born in 1997, November. But what I want to tell you is that in that MOU, there was a 10-point agenda. But this is more than what was signed then. So what we are saying, and as my brother has put it, let all the generations embrace this. Let it be known that what did we achieve? Of course, we went to the streets. I was there. I've been in all the streets, even including the Sabasaba that was not so much embraced with the people in my circle. But what I'm saying is that we've been in the streets. We touched into the parliament. But what did we achieve? What will we say 30 years to come? What did we achieve as a generation? The people in 1963 will say they achieved their independence. And today we fly our own flag. We have a black president. The people in 1980s will say we have multipartyism. And today we have ODM and UDA and Jubilee. And now we celebrate multipartyism. The people in the 2000s, early 2000s will say we fought. And that's what my SG was saying, Honorable Sifuna. He fought in the streets. They removed the Nyayo regime and they got a new constitution. Oh, what did we do in the year 2025? What have we achieved? And that's why we are saying in the next 30 years, let us be accountable to the next generation. Let us pass a torch, a clear torch that this is what we did. We gave them free education. That is one of the key. Actually, we have a concept for the conclave. We will want education discussed there, police reforms discussed there, devolution discussed there, and the future of the nation. Here we have Gen Zs who are experts. And we sat down and we developed a concept. The criteria, as proposed by us, is that we go to our polling stations and to our wards. People in the wards know each other. They can sit down in a baraza somewhere and elect a presiding officer somewhere, a secretary somewhere. Then they will write their issues from the ward and in the slums and in the deserts. After that, the issues from the polling stations will be picked. There will be delegates from the polling station to the ward, 10 per polling station. Then they will have a ward conclave, mini conclaves in the ward. The ward will elect delegates from the ward to the county. Then we'll have mini conclaves at the county level. Then after that, we'll have also generational mini conclaves. We will need a Gen Z conclave, mini conclave. We will need a Gen Alpha mini conclave. We will need religious groups mini conclave. We will need, the media have also been complaining that they have been beaten in the streets. We will need a media mini conclave. We will need every other person, even the people in government, even the police will have their mini conclave of reforms they want of a new Kenya. Then after that, we'll have a major conclave. That's what we are doing. Maybe we'll go to Bomas, or you'll find KICC, or anywhere. Then all these mini conclaves will bring their resolutions to the table. That is what we proposed here, that the media can do it. Media is a neutral ground. We have, as political parties, we have a center that unites us. It's called the Center for Multi-Party Democracy, can do that. We can find someone from international people. They can help us do it. We need a neutral ground. This thing cannot be done at State House, of course. That is a home ground to President Ruto. This thing cannot be done in our institutions of higher learning. That is the home ground to the students. We will need a neutral ground and a neutral referee and a neutral mediator. That is as per our concept. We will need to present this proposal first to the people at the grassroots and to the slums. Do you accept this proposal? Then we will also need to present it to the government. Do you accept this proposal? Then we will also need to present it to the person who proposed it, the Prime Minister. What do you think about this proposal? Then we will spearhead this for the knowledge, the civic education. Then we will find a mediator who will now guide us from there.
In our Constitution 2010, we don't have opposition. We have the minorities and the majorities. And ODM doing that since the 2010 Constitution, we have been the minority side of government in the parliament. People have presumed, and Kenyans have stuck to the old Constitution, that we have the opposition. We must agree that we are having institutions that need to check each other. The executive need to be checked by the legislature. So that's a question that I think we need to strengthen our institutions. The legislature need to be active, very independent, and without influence from State House or the executive arm of government. Number two, ODM as a party has remained a pro-people since its interception in 2005 to date. And you'll agree with me, that's why many Kenyans identify with this political party. We will remain the defenders of the people of Kenya and even beyond the borders of this country, because we have Kenyans in the diaspora as well. So we have the voice of the reason. We are the voice of those who are voiceless, those who can get opportunity to address the matters and issues affecting them direct. So we, ODM party, we are still a pro-people party. We are just a minority in the parliament, both the parliaments. But we have institutions that need to check each other. We need to check, and Kenyans need to live with that fact that we don't have opposition in this country with our new constitution. We have presidential system of government. To your second question on the dissenting voices within our political party, my brother touched on it, and he said it very clearly, that the D in ODM means democracy. We are a very democratic party. We welcome all diverging voices within our political rank. That's what has been holding us together. And that's why ODM has very great, strong fabrics holding it together. Those dissenting voices have always remained. They have been there before. But again, you must agree with me that SG Sufuna is not dissenting. He's giving a clear position of the party. SG Sufuna is not dissenting or disagreeing with the party leader or any other leadership of the party. He's giving a clear identification of this political party. We identify with that, we are sitting here. Number two on the same. SG Sufuna is the other day he gave a clear direction. We are ODM party. We are going to have a presidential candidate come 2027. As a political party, we are not working with you. We are not going to support another political party. Yet we are building a political party at ODM.
He is being identified as a rebel in the party. So are you identifying also with Sifuna as the rebel in ODM?
I think I've said that, my brother. Sifuna is not rebelling. Nobody's identifying with him as a rebel. He's the spokesman of the party. He's the official spokesman of the party. So the position that he gives,
but about speaking,
gives the truth and the position of the party.
A party leader did not say he will support William Ruto in 2027 elections.
Yeah.
He said he is supporting him up to 2027,
To work for Kenya.
but not elections.
To work for Kenya.
Not elections. Elections, no. He was very clear about that.
My name is Daniel.
Are you in the government or not?
We're not in the government.
Who's the government? What is the government?
This is what is happening. This is what is happening. SG of the party is the one who do speak on behalf of the party. And SG did say very well that what makes people believe that ODM is in the government is the arrangement that was made. And in fact, he's calling it arrangement, not a government. There is no any signed memorandum or document that shows that ODM is in government. And whenever that happens, of course, we are a very, very open party. We do make our things clear. Ungeshaona kwa media.
My brother will agree with me that today, after the 25th June last year, many youth-led organizations have been formed before that time. You'll agree with me again that the most recent one was even happened in our political party, ODM, when we had young ladies who joined our political party, ODM. My brother will agree with me again that these are rallying calls that we have been having and campaigning on, we as ODM New Generation Youth League leaders, that young people need to join and identify themselves with these political parties. This is where the the policies that run the country are being formed and being made. The policies running this country today were formed and made by the Kenya Kwanza Coalition and the UDA. We are telling these young people today that for them to influence the policies that run the country, they must identify with a political party. And possibly ODM is going to form the government of 2027 and beyond. They need to identify with ODM party and join it. And influence the policies of that of this party, ODM, on how to run the country.
There are very many new things. If you talk to women today, they'll tell you that there's something called SRHR that was not so vibrant in the 2000s. We talk about devolution. We need to relook into it. We need to talk about the police reforms. We need to talk about the university funding model. We need to talk about the climate change. We need to talk about a lot of things. There are very many new things, my brother. Like for real, there are very many new things. The things that were happening in 1963 are not here 2010. Even the constitution itself needs a conversation. Even the day is new. Even our branding is new. By the way, even the chant we gave here is new. Even the faces of the new ODM new generation is new. But there is something I also needed to address. That is off, but the party gave Honorable Kipchumba the nomination. We congratulate Honorable Kipchumba, but as a youth league, we are a little bit disappointed, and we will address that. We will need a conversation as a youth league on how more we can be represented. But as a youth league, we were disappointed. We expected that one of us will be nominated to be in parliament. But yes. We were in a crisis then, and by that time, there was need for a conversation even then. So that time we were in a crisis.
So this party is also in the forefront of proposing another dialogue. Will the Gen Zs really benefit from this?
This is dialogue of the Gen Zs. We will.
Dialogue,
Yes.
or we are going to see more ODM members benefiting from it.
The ODM members are also members of
the country.
Like what I'm saying, this is a dialogue of all the Gen Zs, and it will be spearheaded by them. The concepts, actually, we will be reaching all different sectors of youths to help us strengthen the concept. What are the leftists saying? What are the activists saying? So that we enrich in a concept for us. Even this is not a concept of the party leader. This is, even you will need to develop your own concept. But what we agree on is that as a country, we have gotten to a point